Spiritual awakening doesn't just change how you feel. It rewires how your brain thinks and quietly rearranges the path of your entire life. The shift is so subtle, most people don't even notice it happening. Until one day, they look back and realize they're no longer the same person. Your thoughts fire differently. Your decisions pull you toward places you never imagined. And your future starts answering to a different version of you, the real you. But here's the problem. Most people resist this change. They cling to the old wiring, the familiar patterns, the identity that feels safe, even when it's keeping them small. If you've ever wondered why your mind feels both clearer and more restless after a spiritual awakening, or why certain people start drifting out of your life, it's because your brain and your destiny are no longer following the same script as before. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain to show you exactly how this transformation works and how to step fully into the life it's leading you toward. The first change happens in silence. Deep inside your brain's electrical patterns, your awareness expands, and suddenly, the mental autopilot you've been living on starts to break down. It's like someone turned off the background music you didn't even realize was playing. You hear your own thoughts more clearly. You notice the emotional hooks in conversations. You become aware of the habits that used to control you without question. And here's the twist. At first, this clarity feels uncomfortable. The mind loves routine because it's easy. But higher consciousness challenges that comfort. It starts rerouting your attention toward deeper questions. Why am I doing this? What do I really want? Who am I becoming? And once these questions land, your brain begins rewiring neural pathways to support new answers. It's not just a mental shift, it's a physical one. Studies on mindfulness and awareness show measurable changes in the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain linked to decision-making and self-control. The part of you that once chased instant gratification starts valuing long-term growth. The part that once avoided discomfort begins to see it as a signal for transformation. And here's where the destiny piece comes in, because your decisions literally design your future. When your brain starts valuing different things, your life starts pointing in a different direction. You also notice a strange kind of mental decluttering. The things that once felt urgent lose their grip. You no longer feel the need to argue every opinion, win every debate, or prove yourself in every conversation. Instead, your energy gets selective. You invest in fewer things, but you invest deeply. This frustrates some people around you. They miss the old version of you who was easy to predict, easy to influence. But what they don't realize is you've stopped living on their map and started drawing your own. And this new map is not always clear. Spiritual awakening upgrades your intuition, but it also forces you to navigate without all the answers. That's why so many chosen ones, people who feel called to a higher path, experience moments of doubt, confusion, and even loneliness during this phase. It's not because you're lost. It's because you're in the middle of rewiring your inner GPS. Your old settings led you to familiar places, the same relationships, the same problems, the same emotional loops. Your new settings are leading somewhere bigger, but your brain hasn't traveled this road before, so it can't give you the full map up front. It can only give you the next turn. And here's where most people give up. They crave certainty. They want the full plan before they take the first step. But higher consciousness doesn't work like that. It's a partnership between your brain and your deeper awareness. Your brain updates its wiring based on the choices you make. And those choices create the environment for your destiny to unfold. Think of it like this. Every time you choose the path that feels aligned, even when it's uncomfortable, your brain strengthens that new pathway. And each strengthened pathway is like a road that takes you further into the life you're meant to live. The next transformation happens in your perception of time. Before awakening, time often feels like a treadmill. You're moving, but nothing changes. After awakening, moments become heavier with meaning. A single conversation can shift your entire mood. A small choice can ripple out for years. This happens because your brain starts paying attention to patterns it once ignored. You notice synchronicities. You sense when something feels off, even without logical proof. And when you trust these signals, you avoid paths that would have wasted months or years of your life. Another quiet transformation? Your relationship with pain changes. The old brain wiring sees pain as a stop sign. The rewired brain sees it as a teacher. You stop asking, "How do I make this go away?" and start asking, "What is this trying to show me?" This shift alone can change your destiny, because pain stops being something that derails you and starts being something that develops you. The challenges that used to break you now build you. And when life sees you're not running from the lesson anymore, it stops sending the same problem on repeat. Then there's your capacity for focus. Awakening teaches your brain to hold space for discomfort without running away. That same skill makes you more capable in everything you do, from building a business to strengthening relationships. You stop chasing 100 different distractions and start pouring your energy into what actually matters. And the irony? This laser focus makes you look lucky to the outside world. People will say, "Everything just seems to work out for you." But you know it's not luck. It's the result of a rewired brain making consistent choices that align with a higher vision. The final and maybe most powerful transformation is your ability to rewrite your story. Before, your brain was like a tape recorder, replaying old memories and old limits over and over. After awakening, you start editing the script. You see that your past isn't a prison, it's a library. You can pull lessons from it, but you don't have to live there. And when your brain stops anchoring you to the same old identity, your destiny opens up. You become free to choose not just a different future, but a different present. The silent rewiring of your brain during spiritual awakening is not random. It's a conversation between your thoughts and your destiny. Every shift in awareness is an invitation to choose differently, and every different choice is a vote for the future you're meant to live. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's unpredictable. But that's the sign you're not stuck in the same loop anymore. If you feel that pull, that quiet knowing that life is asking more of you, trust it. Your brain is learning a new language, and your destiny is listening. If this connected with you, thank you for watching until the end. Like and subscribe, and share this with someone who's ready to hear it. Because somewhere out there, another chosen one is waiting for the reminder that their transformation is already happening.